Well, Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to this special edition of PowerPoints where we're discussing wisdom. I thought it was interesting that on yesterday, if you saw the PowerPoint, it was Proverbs 17:10, and it says, "A rebuke goes deeper into a man of understanding than 100 blows to a fool." And now our Proverbs this day is Proverbs 23:12. "Apply your heart to instruction and your ear to the word of knowledge." I want to share with you a word of knowledge that I received from somebody that was 2.5 years old, and it was my daughter. I was not saved. My wife was saved. My daughter was saved. And this is a rebuke and then a word of knowledge from a 2.5-year-old. And it went like this. Here I was, Mr. Successful, 34 years old, in the community, very prominent. Everything was going my way. I was full of myself and full of everybody else's stuff. And here this 2.5-year-old comes up and says, "Daddy, because you don't go to church, that means that you don't love Jesus. Do you love Satan?" And that was the end of that. I can tell you that little girl's words rebuked me more than 1,000 blows, and it stopped me to have to, as she left and went to church with her mom, I went into the house and I had church with God, and the Lord said, "Do you see, out of the mouth of a baby I spoke to you." And that was the start of getting me ready to get saved. Here I was rebuked, but then I had understanding come into my heart. And that understanding where I started to get saved. I didn't get saved till years later, but the understanding came, something's wrong inside of Curt. And that came from a 2.5-year-old. So God, I pray, keep our hearts tender, always being able to receive wisdom from God, regardless of the age of the vessel. Join us tonight, 7:45 Central. It's going to be powerful, and I hope the Lord touches you with a rebuke that will turn you closer to God. Don't be afraid of his correction. That's when good direction comes. And the joy of being on the perfect path with God is Shabbat Shalom. Join us tonight.